We finished planting all the garlic this week and then covered it up with straw, or in the case where we tried a little bit of plastic, we put straw in the aisles so that it keeps the frost out of the ground and helps the garlic overwinter. One of the advantages of growing vegetables and doing a fair amount of work by hand is that you can use small fields that the bigger tractors and equipment can't get turned around in. Here's a small field owned by the neighbor, and he asked us if we could farm it for him so he wouldn't have to keep bush hogging. This is the first time it's getting turned up with the plow in a lot of years, so it's not very pretty, but it'll get better and we'll work it next year. Then it's off to the upper field where we can see all the chicken houses lined up ready for next year.
The cattle have pretty much come to the end of their pasture. This time of year it's getting iffy as far as water, so it's opened up all the way to the barn where they've got good water supply, and so they can decide whether they want to be up here on the hill or down in the barn. If it was earlier in the season and they were at this point, I would definitely move them. We've got a field we could move them to, walk them down the road and move them. But as I said, for the amount of effort at this time of year with the weather this variable, I think we'll move to feeding hay. And while most of the leaves are now gone, the view is still beautiful from this upper field. Some days I'm a little envious of the cows. They sit there munching. I don't think they could care less. Hey girlies, I gotta come through. Excuse me. Excuse me, I gotta come through. I guess this is the definition of chill cows. Excuse me. Do I have to honk the horn? There we go. Yeah, you too. There's a serious cow for you. She got quite a face. Excuse me, I need to come through. Thank you.
And today's bird is a robin. There were a lot of robins in the field this time of year looking for bugs and worms and whatever little things they can find and eat. We'll usually see a lot of robins until the snow starts to come. It covers their food source, so they'll head further south, and then they'll return in the spring. And as the saying goes, 3 more snows after we see the robins.